The call came while I was wiping grease from my hands. His voice slithered through the line, smug, heavy with power. "I have your son," he said. "The debt must be paid. 1 tooth for every day you're late." I stood in my garage, surrounded by the smell of oil and steel, listening to the echo of his laughter. He didn't know me, not really. I'd spent years pretending. A quiet mechanic, a man who had retired from a life no one dared speak of. But I was never just that. Beneath the dirt under my nails, beneath the silence of my exile, something still lived. Something he had just woken up. That night, his men were found butchered in their own hideout. No signs of forced entry, no alarms tripped, only death, arranged in silence, efficient and precise. The boss called back at dawn, no laughter this time. His breath cracked into sobs. "Who are you?" I let the silence drag. Then I whispered, "You have 2 hours to release my son." And then I hung up. But the mob wasn't my real enemy. The deeper betrayal had come years before. A quieter cut. My wife's lies. It started with late nights, excuses too thin to stand on. I told myself she was tired, restless, lonely. I told myself I was imagining it. But then, her phone, left open on the table, a message thread not meant for my eyes. Affection in words she'd once saved for me, sent to another man. Not a stranger, a friend. The realization didn't come as fire. It came as ice, numbing, paralyzing. I played along, pretended not to know. She smiled at me in the mornings, kissed me goodnight, but I heard the distance in every word. The debt that had nearly cost my son's life had roots. She had helped him. Money from our account, my account, funneled to the man she swore was just a friend. Betrayal disguised as love. Treachery hiding under my own roof. And in that moment, I understood. The mob wasn't punishment, it was proof. I didn't confront her, not then. Instead, I watched, observed, gathered. Old habits returned like muscle memory. Her calls logged, her movements traced, bank records compiled and studied. Every lie she fed me was documented, measured, cataloged. Each detail stacked like ammunition, waiting to be used. At night, I lay awake beside her. She thought I was sleeping. She thought I was still the broken man who had retired, a ghost of what I once was. But the interrogator in me was alive again, and he was patient. The mob had taught me long ago, the fastest way to destroy a man is to let him believe he's safe. The same was true for her. She laughed in the kitchen, humming songs under her breath, planning weekends that would never happen. All the while, she thought her secret was intact. I let her live in that illusion, because the longer she believed, the sharper the blade would cut when the truth came. The confirmation came in a manila envelope. DNA results. Not from her, but from my son. Mine, yes, but only barely. A number that cut deeper than any blade. And the friend. His name linked to payments. His name tied to her. His name carved into the wreckage of my marriage. I sat at the kitchen table as she cooked dinner. Steam rose from the pot. Garlic, onions, meat. The smell of normalcy. I slid the envelope across the table. She frowned, confused. Then she opened it. The color drained from her face. Her lips parted, a soundless plea spilling into the air. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't ask questions I already knew the answers to. I just said one word. Why? Her mouth trembled. It wasn't. I raised a hand. Silence. The weight of the truth crushed her where she sat. She looked at me then as if seeing me for the first time. And maybe she was. I didn't scream. I didn't strike. I simply stood, collected the papers, and placed them in front of her plate. "Eat," I said, "with the truth in front of you." She shook her head. Tears welled. She reached for me, but her hand froze when she saw my eyes. Cold, detached, final. I left her there, surrounded not by evidence, but by the life she had destroyed with her own hands. No threats, no promises, just silence. And silence was always the sharpest punishment. I slept in the garage that night. The hum of engines, the smell of oil, familiar, honest things. When I woke, the house was empty, her closet bare, her car gone. She had chosen her exit, or maybe she had chosen it years ago. I sat on the concrete floor, cigarette burning between my fingers, and thought of my son, his laugh, his future. She had tried to poison both. She had failed. The mob was gone, their bodies cold. She was gone, her lies colder still. And me? I was alone, but not broken. Because now there were no more illusions, only truth. And truth is enough.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.